your paint showing like days ago. We're paying full time.
Everybody's just gray now. Yeah, I think you think it was your money.
Huh? What?
I got it. He blocked me. I couldn't. No, there was nothing you could do, and I got even in touch with him. You know the sad thing is, the dude never blocked me or nothing.
Do you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles? There's only one brand name that many trust in. one that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wraps. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wraps. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wraps, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.
All right, good evening, everyone. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. I'm just working on a little bit of adjustments here. Got some brand new stuff for the PC, so we're getting that in the PC here before the broadcast, but haven't completely finished it up. So, but we are set here from Talladega to bring to you from Lightning Esports the Butt Kicker 50 here tonight. Some info here on the race here this evening. It's Talladega, of course, 2.65 mile, or some people can call it 2.5 mile. 134 degrees is your track temperature, with 78 degrees as your ambient temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy with 2-mile-per-hour winds here this evening. Got about 2.5 minutes left of practice. The driver are settling in for the start of season number 2 of the Esports Truck Series. Lightning Esports Truck Series. And up there in the top right corner, you can see all the wonderful sponsors that are here helping bring you this season. Now we're looking here, we've got, it looks like Sean Long out there in the 98, going to bring it to pit road. gets loose, bringing it to pit road. And behind him is the 33 of Corey Stahl. Chris Littrell. And the double zero here this evening, Justin McKenna, Justin McKenna out there in the number 22. Should be the number 22. My Trading Paints is on. Is it? You see pit lane full of trucks here this evening for the Buck Kicker 50. Pretty sure that's what I'm... Let me make sure I'm calling it right here. I'm pretty sure I am. Let me just double check my notes here. Yeah. So it is the Buck Kicker 50. Here today. So that means it should be about 50 laps is kind of what I'm thinking. Chris Schulzer into 61 heading out. Don't think he's going to get any lap in here heading off as checkered flag's going to wave here in qualifying. Qualifying underway. We got the 93 of Sean Burke heading out onto the track for his qualifying time. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the stream so far. As always, if you have any tips or tricks that we might be able to use here at Figure Farm TV on the poll here, let us know in the comments and we will be able to adapt as we go along. William Ridgway out here in the 39. Coming down the backstretch. There you see we got Josh Keller out there running his first lap. Sean Burke as well. Along with Michael Bollinger. Oh, come on now. Why are we going to do this to me? We're looking at the 03 of Michael Bollinger. He rounds around turn number 2. Back out onto the backstretch. About 3 minutes left of qualifying here. As we're waiting on that first time to come in. A long way around this racetrack. I think they're going to be about a 49 to 50 something lap time. And there comes your time starting to roll in. Josh Keller out there in front with a 55.171 as his quick time so far. So it looks to be about 55 seconds right now, the time to beat. As Josh is holding strong with 55.171. Jeffrey Ledford, though, jumps it up there into third, actually, as Brian Lamprat went and put himself on pole in that number 101. Josh Keller back here in second. LaPratte puts down a 55.025 for a quick time. Drivers still making their way in here. Here comes the 39, William Ridgway off pit road. Didn't quite like how he come off there. In fact, that actually would have been a black flag. There you see the 10 of Jason Henry. Josh Keller, once again, in that 73, sorry. Now on the backstretch. There we see the 98 of Sean Long coming through the tri-oval. And one of the differences between Talladega and Daytona is Daytona, the start-finish line is in the middle of the tri-oval. Here at Talladega, it's not until after you come through the tri-oval and are halfway down to turn number 1. Still a lot of drivers have to put some sort of time in. Not sure if they're going to or not. Corey Stahl out on track. Chris Littrell out on track. Sean Long here as we're watching him in this number 98. 15 seconds to go in qualifying. All right, here we got the grid for tonight. Sean Burke out there in front with Jeffrey Vickery starting second. That is your front row. Starting there in the second row is going to be Brian LaPratte there in third. Corey Stahl in fourth. Chris Littrell there in fifth. Chris Schussler in sixth. In the fourth row inside, starting seventh, that's going to be Josh Keller. To his outside, starting eighth, is Jeffrey Ledford. Warren Young will be rolling off inside row number 5 and ninth with Justin McKenna to his outside. Jason Henry starts 11th with Brian Boyd in 12th. In 13th, it's going to be Michael Bullinger in the number 03. William Ridgway in the number 39, starting in 14th. The 95 of Robert Warnez starting in 15th. Robert Kahn to his outside in row number 8 in 16th position in that number 21. Justin Reynolds inside row number 9 is going to be starting in 17th position in that number 94 truck. Dennis Warnett. Jeffrey Rattick starting in 20th. Jeff Oakes in 21st. To his outside, it's going to be Thomas Ridgway. Shane Ledoux there in 23rd with Sean Long in 24th. 25th tonight is going to be Chantel Puddle. So that is your grid here tonight for the Lightning Esports Butt Kicker 50 as we get them rolling off here tonight. I am sorry, it looks, I'm not sure, but you have a problem with trading paints, I'm not sure. So for those of you that have watched iRacing before, Trading Paints is kind of the program that lets us see what the other paints are out on track, gives us the ability to make the custom wraps, and it allows us to put them into a sharing format so other drivers can see what we run. Oh, we're side by side. Fred's going to pull that machine down on the pit road. Barney's going to wave that green flag, and there we see 50 laps is the distance here tonight at Talladega. They're down the way, and here we go. We're starting the race. Coming down here in the corner number 1, Sean Burke out to an early lead down there on the inside, with that outside lane's gaining momentum as they head down here in the corner number 1. The 51 there of Jeffrey Vickery leading that outside lane as they come through turns 1 and 2. Currently side by side though with that second guy on the bottom, Brian LaPrat. As Sean Burke is out there in front, side by side, they go down here into the back stretch, down here heading into corner number 3. Everybody jostling for position already up here towards the front. Everybody still side by side down here in corner number 3. As we're already seeing 3 wide action back here about, I want to say 12, 13, 14th. As the 39 of Ridgeway was put into the sucker hole. They come down back into corner number 1 once again here tonight for the kicker 50. Around the outside is that 51 of Jeffrey Vickery, the 93 of Sean Burke down there on the inside. So as it stands right now for your running, yeah, we went and did control R, and it's what we got, so I don't know if it's correct or not. If it's not, I don't know what else to do other than possibly Trading Paints is screwing up somehow, which would be unheard of. Looks like some of the paints are rendered okay, some of them are not. Now we got a third line starting on that outside. That looks, trying to figure out who that red truck is, but that's the 39 Ridgeway. I want to say that's the 95 of Robert Warnez out there on the outside as those 2 trucks try to get that outside working. Sean Burke out here apparently holding on to that lead on the inside. Jeffrey Vickery holding on to that outside lane as they work through 3 and 4 back around here to the triangle. There you see the 95 of Robert Warnez and Ridgeway trying to go up there into that extra lane, but nobody coming at. Oh, well, there we go. Now we might start seeing that third lane form up here on lap number 4 as there's a few more daring that outside lane. You're issuing me a penalty there, Depth Graphics? Is that what it is? Also hit Control R and you'll see that it doesn't change nothing. I've hit it like 3 times throughout practice. I don't know what's going on with it. And that inside lane's getting a good run here with the 93 of Sean Burke out front. Center line is being led by Jeffrey Vickery. And on the outside, that's going to be Robert Warnez bringing, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the 33 of Corey Stahl bringing it up through the front. As they work down through corners 1 and 2. Back around to the backstretch. Corey Stahl now leads the race down there on the inside after getting by those drivers on the inside. Now the 95 of Robert Warnez is trying to make his way up through the front. 3 wide racing many rows deep as they come off of the tri-oval down here across the start finish line back down here into corner number 1. The 51 stuck in that center line. That's Jeffrey Vickery. Down here through corner 1 and 2. We're on board here with Jeffrey Vickery, I believe. Yep, Jeffrey Vickery. As we head down through the backstretch. 3 wide coming down here into corner number 3. And it is very easy to try to run 3 wide if you have drivers that will watch their lane. I mean, there's plenty of room for 3 wide racing here at Talladega. And I've seen it go that way through the entire pack is 3 wide racing. It's just got to be real careful not to squeeze one another as you come through the corners. Down here in the corner number 1 once again. It is the 21 of Robert Hahn now trying to lead the race as they come through 1 and 2. We've got ahead there of Jeffrey Vickery down there on the inside lane. Back up on the top side as they come swarming down through the backstretch down here in the corner number 3. And it's Robert Kahn up there on the top side leading the way. And for the moment there, Robert Warnez was second, but now here comes Corey Stahl back down there on the inside lane being pushed along by Sean Burke and others. As we're on lap number 7 here tonight. In the center of the track, you see Robert Kahn now in the center of the track. Taking that center lane. Right there in front of Jeffrey Vickery. They're heading through corner number 1 and 2. Back around here to the backside. 3 by 3 for quite a few rows. As you see coming down the backstretch, what a beautiful shot that is. Down here through the back straight with Robert Kahn as your leader. But the other 2 lanes fighting what they can down here through the backstretch. In the corner number 3, here comes the 33 of Corey Stahl making a run down there on the inside with Robert Kahn out there in the middle lane. Corey Stahl out front as he's running that bottom side, but they come through the tri-oval. Who's it going to be as they come out of the tri-oval? Which lane's going to prevail? As it is super tight coming off, and it looks like it might be Robert Kahn leading that, getting a lap led for that as they head through 1 and 2 once again. Robert Kahn leading the race out of that center lane. And up there on the top side, that's the 95 as Robert Kahn jumps up there in front of the 95 of Robert Warnez. And right behind Warnez is the 39 of William Ridgway. And look at that run down there on the inside. That inside lane got coming down into 3 and 4 as Corey Stahl takes the lead right back as they come through the corner. Who's it going to prevail, though, as we see that these lanes switch very quickly. That's what I'm saying. For the tri-oval, I could tell by looking at the trucks there, BEP, that they were all grouped up, but I don't know what else I could do. I've hit Control R. I've shut down Trading Paints, restarted it. I don't know what's going on with Trading Paints here tonight. Everybody's storming down through here. 3 wide. Almost all the way through the pack. As they're storming down here through 3 and 4. Back around to the front stretch. If I'm not getting turned around. Yeah, I'm not getting turned around quite yet. Down through the tri-oval. Let's go ahead and heat it up. Alright, sorry about that. One of my buttons apparently was a little off, so it kicked me to a different screen to where I wanted to be there momentarily, but we got the heated up rolling there as we're heading down the backstretch now. 3 wide still as the drivers battle it out here on lap number 12. Down there on the inside, it's still Corey Stahl with the 101 and 93 behind him. That top lane is kind of falling apart at the moment as we see the 95 of Robert Warnes being pushed along by Jeffrey Vickery. Running that second bottom line. Down through the backstretch, 3 wide. You see Corey Stahl working that bottom lane. As the 95 of Robert Warnes working that middle lane. Down through off of 4, down through the front stretch. Looks like Trading Paints is still trying to get some of the trucks right. Well, maybe by the end of the race here, DP will have the trucks looking okay for you. I see that 101 has changed. Brian LaPratt. That truck has changed colors. So it looks like a storm of them coming down the pit lane. And oh no, LaPratt almost spinning around. The caution is out. Let's see if we can catch what happened here. Looks like the 39 of Ridgeway got into the back of LaPratte, sending them around and up the racetrack as they were all coming down, getting ready to check up for the pits. So we're under caution here at lap number 16. Hopefully, DEP, those graphics are looking a little better for you now. I said I don't know what was up with Trading Pains. I still say that there's one or two trucks that might still be a little goofed. But that could be on the driver's end. I don't know. As they come down the pit road now. So some of these drivers, they did make it on the pit road. I would assume they're at the caution flag. That's why it shows they were pitting at lap number 15. Chris Littroll there in fourth.
Sir, why do you install some documents?
Still got a little bit of shake up through the grid here. Ryan Boyd there in second. Josh Keller third. Jeffrey Ledford there fourth. Sean Burke there fifth. Robert Warnez there sixth. Jeff Oakes there in seventh. Chantel Pottle up to eighth. Lights are still on, but they are doubling up. So I'm wondering if they're going to go lights out this time by and get us back. Green flag racing. Yeah, looks like we still got 2 more laps. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Laker Farm TV here tonight as we're here with On the Pole. All going around Talladega tonight with the Lightning Esports. And we're here with the Buck Kicker 50. Looks like lights are out on the pace machine now, so we're going to be green when they come back around. Everybody looking real good. Looks like we got the paint schemes working now. Like I said, I don't know what was going on there, DEP. I not my first rodeo with it, but I don't understand why it just took so long for Trading Paints to decide, oh, maybe I should work now. All right, pace car is off. We're coming to the restart zone. They are down and away. Yeah, green flag back out here at lap number 20. Everybody's fighting for position. Looks like some of them are dropping back a little. We see the poor Thomas Ridgway making his way up towards the front. Out front, though, it's Jeffrey Ledford and Chris Schulzler battling side by side. There on the bottom side is Josh Keller, right behind the 61 of Chris Schulzler. Out there on that top side, that's going to be the 01 of Jeffrey Ledford, the 30 of Jeff Oakes, and the 73, that's the, and oh no, we got one going around, and more going around. There he is, caution out on the backstretch. Or I'm sorry, coming through the tri-oval. More trouble. Delayed caution there as they had to find the yellow flag. Now they're coming down through here. You'll kind of see that everybody just kind of stacks up. No, that wasn't a very good shot of it. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Of all the mayhem that happened. I'm a little bit behind it. So you'll see up at the top of your screen, the leaders kind of get loose. And you see the 101, the 9, and there goes the 00 down across. Mike Bellinger trying to find his way through. Caution is out as everybody getting back into their lanes. No, pit stop underway once again here. Many of them are coming in, popping off on fuel. We got the 30 of Jeff Oaks. Josh Keller in the 73 that stayed out. All right, we're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Here at lap number 23, we are down. Down here in the corner, number 1 once again down here. It is Josh Keller at the race lead here with 26 laps to go. We are halfway through the 50-lap race here tonight at Talladega for the Buck Kicker 50 as they come out of 2 down the backstretch. We got one out of line. That's going to be Chantel Pottle dropping toward the back. Matt Bollinger back here in pit lane still. Brian LaPratte out of the race, it seems. Jeff Oakes sitting here 5th. So right now, your top 5 are Josh Keller, Brian Boyd, Warren Young, not Josh, but Jason Henry, Jeff Oakes, there, or Justin Reynolds, sorry, not Jason, Justin Reynolds there in 8th, Scott Burke in 9th, with William Ridgway there in 10th. And everybody working their way up through the field here with 25 laps to go. 3 wide situation going on here towards the middle of the pack as they work their way up towards the front. Side by side, everybody is working together. That top lane not quite coming together. That center lane, though, looking really good, being led along by that number 10 of Jason Henry. Josh Keller still down there on the inside lane, making it look pretty good with the 55 of Warren Young right there in second, right behind him. And that 21 machine of Robert Kahn sitting on the outside. Everybody coming through the tribal. Everybody's double plow all through the pack as it stands right now. Down through the tribal they come. I'm sorry. Did I get turned around? I did get turned around. They're coming out of 1, coming out of 2, coming down the backstretch now. As we're side by side, Justin Reynolds there in 5th, Jeff Oakes there 6th, Jeffrey Vickery there 7th with Justin McKenna there 8th. Got a few of them trying to get that outside lane working. And we're under caution once again here with 24 laps to go. And we have one up on their roof. Go back and see what happened here at this one. Man, oh man, trucks everywhere. So it looks like the 94 got loose, comes down, collects a bunch of other trucks. That was Justin Reynolds that started that. See if we can figure out who ended up. All right, see, Reynolds getting loose. Up the racetrack, collects the 51. The 51 up and over. The 30 going for a wild ride, rolling end over end. Is that who finally ends up on their roof, or is it the 51? And looking to see here, 51 sliding along its side. Brings it back down on all 4. But it looks like the 30 of Jeff Oakes isn't as lucky as he's sitting there upside down, sliding across the track down to the apron, where that truck will come to rest on its roof. What a ride there for the 30. As you see, he gets hooked up into that outside wall, gets swooped around, up and over, upside down. The steering linkage is broke. I can tell by the way that truck's wheels are. A lot of damage to that 30 machine, along with other trucks here in the field, running 3 wide. A lot of great racing that first half. Now it seems like we're having a little bit of struggles here after the first set of pit stops. Everybody get underway once again. There we go. Josh Keller made his pit stop. Now he's coming back out onto the racetrack. All right, 21 laps to go. They're getting doubled up once again. Green flag out. We are back underway as Josh Keller gets out to the lead once again down here on that inside, heading down here on to corner number 1. As that inside lane comes apart along with the outside lane. Now everybody's shuffling around to Josh Keller now out to the lead. It was Sean Burke there in second. Warren Young falls back there to third. As that inside lane drops apart there for a little bit. Ends up getting a little bit of problem. Now the inside lane is now looks like everybody's starting to gather it up, but we got them 3 wide back here a little farther. And they're all fighting for position. Here comes the 01 of Jeffrey Ledford coming up through the pack. Out there on the outside, he's getting up there to the behind Chris Littrell in that number 4 machine back here around to the front stretch down through the tri-oval. Ledford really looking to see if he can get up there and push Littrell out there to the front for them two to try to gain a position or two. Down through corner number 1 they come. Side by side, 19 laps to go here for the Lightning Esports. Buck kicker 50 here tonight. With 19 laps to go, coming down the back straight. Side by side, everybody is as they storm down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Everybody doing a great job as they work down through corner number 1 and go down through the trial, back down to corner number 1. 3 wide, it looks like it's coming together here up at the front. As Ledford takes the lead in the middle lane, the 00 of Chris Littrell gets pushed up to the outside lane, falls back quite a ways as they try to get that outside lane pushing forward up there towards the front. Got to be careful though, as everybody's getting a little bit more antsy here as the laps are winding down. They all want that win for the first race of the season. Down here in the corner number 3, they go once again side by side. It is still the 93 of Sean Burke, Jeffrey Ledford in the 2, or I'm sorry, not in the 2, in second. Jeffrey Ledford in second, and at 01 that takes the lead here momentarily coming down into the tri-oval. Is he going to be able to hold it out there on that outside lane as they come down here to the stripe? And it looks like he's going to, so Jeffrey Ledford gets credit for leading that lap. As the 93 of Sean Burke sitting there in second, the 98 of Sean Long out there on the outside. And everybody's trying to get down through the back stretch now. A little bit of icing and dicing going on there with these trucks. There we see the 21 up there on the high side all by himself, going to try to use a little bit of that side draft to his advantage and pull himself along the outside lane. It can be done, but it is super difficult to be the only truck out on the lane by yourself and try to make up positions. You got to get that side draft to work just right for you. And you see, he's really working that 21 machine of Robert Kahn is really working it, trying to get up through the outside lane. Down through the back stretch. Getting it 3 wide a little bit there, as you see now the number 19. Brian Boyd jumping to the high side, going to try to help pull that outer lane along as he takes command of it. Out front though, it's still Sean Burke and Jeffrey Ledford battling for that lead, but that outside lane is coming. It's only 3 trucks strong but they should be able to hold on to it okay for the moment, as that outside lane can sometimes be a quicker lane here at Talladega. Now we're getting 3 wide action here with 15 laps to go. Ledford down there to the inside lane now. That's going to open that center lane up for the 98 out Sean Long to try to prove that one up through. Still got the 19 of Brian Boyd out there way up on the high side. Through the center though, that's Jeffrey Ledford down there on the bottom side. Still in that center is Sean Long. As he moves himself up there to second, he's going to see if he can pull along and get up there. Ledford still leading the way here with 14. Through the corner. That number 19 getting a little, or I'm sorry, no, that wasn't the 19, that was the 12. I'm not seeing a 12 on my board. That's the, okay, so that's the 91, Shane Ledoux out there in the number 12 truck. On through the triangle. Oh boy, hang on to it there, Ledoux. Jeffrey Ledford working to see if he can find his way back up there, get around the 98. Sean Long, the 93 of Sean Burke, working his way through that center lane, trying to get that center lane to pull along and up there towards the front. Everybody side by side for the most part, except back there where the 21 and the 10 are there front to back on that very top lane, trying to get that top lane to really get going here with 12 laps to go. Sean Long out there in front with Jeffrey Ledford there second, Josh Keller there in third, Warren Young fourth, Jeffrey Brett there in fifth. Corey Stahl currently sitting there in sixth. And now we've single filed out down through here, through the tri-oval here. And we don't get to about double file racing till about, I want to say, about the 8th position, 8th, 9th position, where it's Chris Schulzler and Ridgway going at it right at the moment. Sean Long still leading the race as they come down the backstretch. As we're on board here, out Jeffrey Ledford as he's battling, trying to find a way to get up there to Sean Long. In that James Wagner Welding 01. Through the tri-oval. Going to be 10 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Side by side there for about 6th position as Chris Schulzler trying to battle it out there. Beside the 3 of Jeffrey Brett. Sean Burke also back here. The 95 out there. I'm sorry, 95. That's a lap down truck. That's Robert Warnez going a lap down here. Everybody's scattering to try to get around him. Now we got quite a few of them coming to pit lane. do we make it to pit lane this time without too much issues? And we got one off into the grass. That would have been the 03. That's the 03 of Michael Bollinger. Way up into the grass on his entrance. Take a look at it here, the entrance of pit road. You see Bollinger just unable to get it down underneath that commitment cone and get that truck slowed down enough and turned. And we got problems back here. Try to see here what happened as caution is out now here with 9 laps to go. That's the 93 of Sean Burke involved. As we see there, another one takes a really hard hit to that outside wall. And not much he could do there as he was just kind of riding along in his own lane. And all of a sudden, looks like the 30 gives a bad push there to the 90. The 90 end up turned down into the 93, catches that right rear quarter panel, up to the fence goes the 93, spins around like a top, and it looks like the 88 or whatever number that truck is here tonight ends up getting involved as well. What a tough break there for some of these drivers who have been running up front a lot of the night. As we're back under caution once again. 8 laps to go. We're on board there momentarily with Chris Schulzler. Seven laps to go now. Lights are still on the pace car. hopefully everybody's enjoyed the racing so far here tonight. We've seen some pretty good 2 wide, 3 wide, and I think in one spot I might have saw a little bit of 4 wide as they worked through the corner. Lights are out. We're going to be going back. Green flag racing here in just a moment. So 5 laps to go. Lights are out on the pace car. Looks like Ledford's sitting at about 8th position on this restart. John Long is the control car, up 23 spots from where he started the night. They come into the restart zone and, oh, careful guys, easy does it. Looks like somebody might have missed a shift or something down here on that inside lane. That inside lane checked up a good bit there. Off the start, good heads up there on that inside lane, not to be running into each other too terrible. Down here through corner 1 and 2, looks like Sean Long out there in the lead with Chris Littrell there behind him. Corey Stahl out there in the number 19, currently sitting 3rd on the inside row. The 33 up there on the outside, that's Corey Stahl, and look out, here comes 72, or 73 rather, of Josh Keller up out there on the very top side, bringing with him the 5 of Keller. The 61 of Kusler trying to find his lane. Ledford now up to 4th as they come down the front stretch. And, oh no, Ledford gets through, but there is a caution as more trucks are involved back here at the start-finish line. Green-white checker here this evening. And a lot of trucks are in this and a mess here tonight. You see a 33 trying up there, getting into it, and there's just a bunch of chaos. As the 3 spinning around like a top. There you see Robert Warnez, pace cars trying to get up through there. 61 of Chris Schulzler. There you see another look at it here. Drivers just everywhere. Try to see who that black one was down there on the bottom side. tough break there for some of these drivers late in this race. So, like I said, where did the race go? Oh, come on. Somehow we lost the race here. I don't understand how. That's weird. That's never happened to me before. I've never had this happen to me before. That's really weird. Why the heck would it just all of a sudden leave? Come on, iRacing. Come on. Faster. I'm here watching a race with all of you, and all of a sudden it's just like, we're done. What the hell? Oh. I'm getting there as quickly as I can, guys. We're at 99%. All right, we didn't miss it. We did not miss it. We're still under caution. Whew, that was close. Too close. Gotta love technical difficulty sometimes, right? At least we didn't lose the stream. Pace car is off. We're coming back to the green flag. Sean Long out front. Jeffrey Ledford here in second. Ledford in a good position now. They're in that 01. Right behind him, though, is Matthew Hoppert in that number 84 machine. Green flag is out. Ledford out there, out front. Down here in the corner number 1 they go. Side by side, 2 laps to go. Sean Long out there. trying to keep Ledford from getting that lead, but Ledford got a good run going on the outside there. If he can just get the help out there that he needs. And that James Wagner 0-1 machine, but he's not looking to get help as the 84 now goes to the outside. That's going to hurt that outside lane. The 36 now comes all the way up in front of the 84. Everybody's fighting for position. 4 wide. It's 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Easy, guys. You're really tight. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my Lord. There we go. Coming down the front stretch. 4 wide. What a sight to see here for the final lap. Next flag's going to end it as we settle it back out. Well, sorry to hear that. The 03, Bollinger, his night was ended up in the infield care center now, and seems to be doing okay. Down here through corner number 3, and oh no, big one's happening here at the front. Who's going to corner 3 where? Who's going to be the leader? I can't figure out who the leader is. All right, here we go. Justin Reynolds is going to sneak on through there. We're going to have to go back and look at that here after we see who crosses the finish line. It's going to be Justin Reynolds there for the lead. As mayhem happened coming out of turn number 4 here on the last lap. See if we can find out what happened here. A lot of innocent bystanders in that as well. And that's what happened whenever you get some trucks battling really hard up there at the front. I've seen it time and time again here at Talladega. See if we can find out where this all went wrong. So as they were coming down the backstretch here, entering corner number 3, see if we can find Ledford here. Ledford here, coming down here. Ledford trying to push along. It looks like, trying to see what number that is. It looks to be the 90. That is the 90. Ends up getting spun around, and then it's just on from there. And Ledford gets spun around. You see the drivers trying to snake through. Oh, the 55 thought he was through it, but ends up getting caught up in it. The 61 taking a wild ride up and over. More trucks up and over up here towards the exit of the corner. And there we see the 83, the 7 or the 98, the 73, and the 00 of Chris Littrell. Yeah, that it definitely was a big one. And now the 33 is upside down as the 57 gets hit once again and up in the 33 once again. Oh man, a lot of drivers wonder who was able to come across the line here. A 55 of Warren Young trying to sneak his way through after he ended up getting out into the outside fence, drifting it here through into the tri-oval. Wow, tough break for some of these drivers that had such a great race going. Go ahead, and there's Justin Reynolds. Great job tonight. Avoiding the wreck, avoiding the big one the best he can. I don't know if he did get caught up in it or not, or if he somehow snaked his way through it and comes away with the win here tonight at Talladega. Alrighty. Good evening, Reynolds. How's it going?
Good, man. Really good after that.
Well, did you get any piece of that, or were you lucky enough to sneak on through?
Nah, I got a little side damage off of it and a little nose damage, but I just kept my foot in it, and we come out and I seen clean air and just held it to the floorboard, and luckily nobody had a run on me behind me. So.
Well, congrats. You got the win here tonight for the season opener here at Talladega in the Buck Kicker 50. What do you think your season kind of holds for you as you does the first race, can you tell by how your track's going to handle the rest of the season, or is it just too early to tell?
Yeah, it's probably too early to tell. I ran last year here and I only won one race, so and that was a fuel mileage race. And then here, I mean, it was really just luck. The seas kind of parted open for me, and I held it wide open and made it through there. But I'd like to win a few of these things, but we'll see.
Well, again, congrats there for your win tonight. Who's the sponsors or shout-out you'd like to give tonight for helping you get into that top spot tonight?
Well, I'd like to thank Amir for painting these awesome trucks. Me and Sean Burke, we're on a team RBS, and I'd like to throw a shout-out to Sean there. I was going to try to work with him, but it just didn't line up there at the end. But and everybody who puts this on the broadcast, I appreciate you for broadcasting this, Lightning Esports, Chantel, and everything she does, and all the admins.
Well, it's always a pleasure to put on races that are such a great joy to watch. And tonight we had 4-wide action there a few times during the race, so that made it exciting, most definitely, to watch.
Yeah, I was lapped down at one point with some pretty heavy damage. I thought I was going to be able to keep the draft, but luckily caution come at the right time. I got the wave around and was able to finish it out. That was pretty cool.
So Lady Luck was on your side tonight.
Absolutely. I needed some of that.
It sounds like you had a Sour Patch Kid with you almost.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't looking good for a while. Like I said, the caution just fell at the right time, got that wave around, and I was really hoping me and Sean was going to be able to work together at the end, but it worked out either way.
And them Sour Patch Kids, you know that they start off sour and end up sweet.
Yeah, it's real sweet right now. It was sour in the beginning. You are right.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you again next week. I should see.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're going to Chicagoland next week for 80 laps.
That should be a fun one there. I like Chicagoland.
So, now I don't know quite exactly how to read the schedule. I don't understand what it means by A and N on the track, so I don't know if you're able to enlighten me on that or not.
Yeah, the A's for afternoon and the N's the night race.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're running Chicagoland 80 laps in the afternoon next week.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to compete okay?
I sure hope so, man. We're going to give it all we got. Sean and I will probably try to bust out a practice session a couple times this week and try to give them a run for their money anyway.
Alrighty, well, congrats there on your win, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully you can keep your points going.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So that was Reynolds, our winner here tonight. And we'll go ahead and take a look at our results here tonight. If they come, there we go. Justin Reynolds running first. Jeffrey Rett there second. Thomas Ridgway in third. Jason Henry fourth. Chris Litwell there in fifth. Josh Keller finishes tonight in sixth. Corey Stahl in seventh. Robert Kahn eighth. Shane Ledoux in 9th. Jeffrey Ledford limped it across there for 10th. William Ridgway in 11th. Brian Boyd finishes tonight in 12th. Robert Warnez in 13th. Warren Young 14th. Sean Long there 15th. Justin McKenna there 16th. Dennis Warnez there in 17th. And 18th tonight, that's going to go to Matthew Hoppert. Chris Schosler will bring home 19th. Chantelli Pottle brings home position 20. Sean Burke finishes 21st. Jeff Oakes there 22nd. Jeffrey Vickery in 23rd. Michael Bollinger in 24th. And Brian LaPratte will finish tonight in 25th. So that is your finishing order here tonight. And I'm not seeing any other of our top 3 finishers. We'll go ahead and see if we can catch up with Michael, though, here at the end. Good evening, Michael. How's it going?
Going good. How about yourself?
Oh, it's going good. I'm glad to see that you're okay after the wild ride you had.
Yeah, tell me about it. It hurts.
Question, are you on a direct drive wheel?
Oh, yeah, I am. It hurts, especially being on a desk, too, a folding desk.
Oh, man. So you're not in a good rig to have it tied down to, and I'm sure that did hurt.
Not really, no. It makes a lot of noise, especially when you're wrecking.
How's them wrists? Because I've heard sometimes them direct drives can sometimes break your wrist just like a real race car could.
Well, that's why when you see the real race car drivers cross their arms, that's pretty much what I do. I'll hold my brakes and I'll just cross my arms and just go along for the ride if I have to.
Well, hopefully you had fun tonight. Glad you made it through all right. Now, hopefully you can get that truck put back together and ready for next week. All right, that was Michael Bollinger. He ended up finishing 24th. Catching up with him after his accident there. So we'll hopefully everybody enjoyed the broadcast. We'll catch everybody next time. Next time here on the Pole will be Wednesday night for Old Glory. I know normally you guys are expecting to see Roughneck on Monday nights, but we're on a little short break from them as we're in the middle of the season. So we're getting things situated for season number 5, I believe it is. So stay tuned for more information on that. But we're starting here season 2 with the Lightning Esports Truck Series. Tonight was the Butt Kicker 50. We will be joining them again next Sunday night. Thanks everybody for coming out, and hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves. Have a great night.
Do you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles? There's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wraps. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wraps. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wraps, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.